gotta take really good care of them, make sure we don't break them. There's a couple interesting things about the Tug. This has a hydrostatic clutch in it, and it's different. I'll show you how it works. It's different than your normal stuff. To turn everything on, this is your brake. When it's back, it's on. When it's forward, it's off. Pretty easy. Just make sure you don't drive with it on. You won't know it's on. The Tug has super low gears, and it's just gonna drive around no matter what. So make sure that's forward to go around. The gear shifter here, the pattern, is going to be right here. It's printed with paint. So first, second, third, fourth, reverse. And a lot of times it's hard to get it into gear when you're out and about. Just try to get it into any gear. If it goes into first, that's okay. Try second or third. A lot of times they won't come in all the time. So you just got to play with it. They're super old. Don't try to force it or grind it or anything. They do go in when everything's lined up. They're just kind of old. Keys right here. You're going to turn it on. Just like anything else. Push the clutch in. Starts right up. Your gas pedal's right here. And it all looks kind of weird. It brakes in the middle, just like always. So to demonstrate the hydrostatic clutch, if you watch the feet, so I can let the clutch all the way out and stand on the brake, and nothing happens. You can hear the Tug engine kind of bog down, but it's the clutch working. So that's so when you have a car on there, you can just let out just tiny increments, and you're not popping the clutch all the time and breaking bumpers off and breaking chains and stuff like that. So this is how it functions. Every time you pull a car out, you're going to put it in gear, let the clutch off, make sure your foot's on the brake, and you're just going to ease off. Tighten the chain up, make sure all the slack's out of the chain, and then you can pull the car in the shop. Nice and easy. Other than that, it's the same as any manual-driven vehicle. There's one thing when you're coming in and out of the shop. In the wintertime, we have chains on it. And they're a problem with these grates that run along the legs of the shop. The biggest deal is these chains are about the same size as the slats in the grate, so they get caught. If you drive directly on top of the grates, they're going to pick the grates up and slam down. And a lot of times they'll pick the grate up and then the Tug will fall down in the sun. So you got to be super careful, make sure not to cross this straight. If you need to drive over it, you have to go at an angle. As long as you're not straight on with it, you should be good to go. Just be mindful and take it easy on the Tugs. Blue Tug, same as the yellow Tug, just about. Your handbrake's going to be here, back is going to be on, forward's going to be off. Make sure it's off when you drive around because it's super easy not to know that it's on because the gearing in the Tug's really strong. Same thing, you're going to have the diagram, reverse, first, second, and third. To start this Tug, you're just going to be right here. It doesn't have a key. You're just going to want to make sure your propane's on over here in this bottle. Make sure it's on and charged. And that's it. Just push the clutch in and go ahead and turn this, and it starts just fine. And when you're done, make sure to pull this key all the way to the end, all the way towards you. Make sure it doesn't drain the battery for you. Make sure the parking brake's on. It should be good to go.